I live in England. I'm Charlotte's grandma. She calls me her nanny. I have other grandchildren. Charlotte is my oldest grandchild. I have 3 other grandchildren, and they live where I live in England. They live about 4 miles from my house, so I see them quite often. But Charlotte, of course, she lives in Spain now, and I hope to see it the time I see her. But I miss her. But she leads a very long to one we live now in England.
Okay, that's good, Nanny. That's a good introduction.
Okay.
Okay, the first question is a simple one. When and where were you born?
I was born in a place called Luton, which is in England as well. And I was born in 1952.
Which makes you?
Which makes me nearly 61, coming up to 61. I know I don't look it.
Okay.
Any other questions for me?
Yes, you probably won't like this one. What studies do you have?
I left school when I was 16, so I didn't really get any qualifications at school, which I should have done. I should have stayed on and got some qualifications, but I didn't. But since leaving school, I did do...
You did night school, right?
Pardon?
Night school, right?
Yeah, so I did a night school. Since leaving school, I did a night class and got a qualification in bookkeeping, which then enabled me to go on and get a better job working in the tax office in England.
Okay.
So, all right.
Next question is, when you were my age, what did you used to do with your free time?
Oh, when I was the same age as Charlotte, which is 16, 17, I met Charlotte's granddad. And we were married not long after that. So I didn't really have a lot of free time, because then soon after that, Charlotte's daddy was born. So I didn't have a lot of free time at Charlotte's age. I couldn't do what she does with whatever she likes with her free time. I had a husband and a baby and a house to look after and a house to keep.
God.
Now I have more free time. I have more hobbies now, because now my children are grown up. I have more hobbies now.
If you want, you can speak about your hobbies, the ones you have now.
So time now, what I do now, I have a lot of time to myself. I love to read. Charlotte likes reading as well. I love to read. I do knitting with my other granddaughter. We're knitting a blanket at the moment. We do some knitting. I love swimming. I go swimming a lot, and I love. I go to the gym a lot, the gymnasium, and work out. And I also belong to a walking club. So every 2 weeks we'd go for about 5-6 mile walk with the walking club. So I do like to keep fit, but I also like a lot of quiet time to read and to do things by myself. So that's my hobbies at the moment.
Okay. Okay, your next one. What was your favourite band or singer when you were growing up?
Oh, when I was growing up, you children would have heard of it. I used to like a band called Herman's Hermits, and this was in the 60s, so it's a long time ago. And we used to sing. I used to drive my dad mad because I was playing the record upstairs over and over and over. It was called No Milk Today. No milk today, my lover's gone away. The bottle stands forlorn, a symbol of the dawn. I still remember the words now. I used to sing that over and over, and my dad used to shout, "Oh, turn that record off!" So, and then that was Herman's Hermit. He was the leader of that. Was a little. I suppose he was young, 16. He had little sticky out teeth, and I used to think he was lovely. So that was one of the bands I liked. And there's been lots of. There's a band called UB40. I like their music. Once I did go to see them, they did a show, and I was in the front row and saw UB40. They're more like reggae type music, and I like that sort of music as well.
I didn't know you liked reggae.
You don't like reggae?
I didn't know that you liked it.
You didn't know I liked it? Well, no, that's sort of like reggae music. Yeah, I do like some reggae music, yeah. So I was trying to think, that's the sort of music I liked, you know, the music of the 60s music, really. And I don't know if you children have ever heard of Tamla Motown. The Tamla Motown was big at the time.
Motown.
Play all them records. So it was a Tamla Motown label. It was a record label. It was the sound of the music, Tamla Motown. I like all that. I still like all that sort of music because it was music when I was growing up. So, but I also like some of the modern music. I listen to the modern music on my car radio. So.
You're really good at being interviewed, aren't you, Nan?
Have I? Do you like it? Shall I tell you about where I'm living now in Northampton?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because now I was born in Luton, but we moved to Northampton because of Charlotte's granddad's job. He was working in Northampton, so we moved to Northampton, and we lived in. This is the fourth house we've lived in Northampton. But we will stay here hopefully now because it's a really nice old cottage with a thatched roof. It's like a roof made of sort of grass and reed. So it's I don't know if you children see pictures of old-fashioned English villages. That's the sort of place we live in, a little village called Little Houghton, which Little Houghton actually means town on the hill. Or town on the hill is actually the meaning of Little Houghton where we live.
Okay. Okay, the next question is, I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but it's, who was your best friend at school and if you're still in contact with her?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, my best friend at school, I'm still in contact with her. We've been friends since we were 5 years old. Her name is Liz. And it's really nice because we've been friends for all them years now, nearly 60 years. And we were out with them last night. We see them regularly now. It's very nice because we're all older. We're all retired, so we don't have to go to work anymore. So we spend a lot of our free time. Or when I go to the gym and swimming, it's normally with Liz. And then sometimes we go out for a meal and meet other friends. We've had both my husband, Charlotte's granddad, and Liz's husband have motorbikes, so we go on holidays. We often come to Spain on our bike. We go to France and Spain, so we've been to many countries on our bike. We've also been to Slovenia. We've been to Belgium, Switzerland, Austria, Germany, all the places, all through Europe, really. We travel on our motorbikes. We've been doing this for since when Charlotte was born, about 16 years, and now it's getting a bit harder as we're getting older to do it, but we still enjoy riding on the bikes, but we get a bit creaky backs and knees now, all that sitting on the motorbikes, but we still enjoy it. So yes, I am still in touch with my best friend. And it's nice to have a friend for all them years. I bet you're learning a lot about me as well, aren't you, Charlotte?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Did you have any pets growing up?
Oh yes, I used to have an old dog called Smokey. It was because I was at home. I had brothers and sisters. I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters, but they were all very much older than me. So I grew up a bit like an only child. It was just me at home and my mum and dad, because my brothers and sisters had left to get married. I'm losing my voice now, all this talking. And I said to my mum one day, I'd like a dog. She said, your dad would never let you have a dog. He won't let you have a dog. So what we did was we went out shopping. Me and my mum brought a dog back. And my dad said, if I want a dog, he'll be digging all the garden up. And in the end, he was the one who loved old Smokey the most. He wouldn't go anywhere without Smokey.
The next question is, what was your first ever job?
My first ever job, I left school with no qualifications, so my first ever job was working in a factory. I don't know if you know what Bulgarians are, Bulgarian factory.
Oh yeah, you used to make bags, didn't you?
No, I used to make...
Pack things.
Bulgarians, which they're 2 rings with balls in the middle of them. I used to make them, and they run a lot of machinery. They're used in a lot of machinery. They're called Bulgarians. I worked there. I also worked in a factory that packed tablets, paracetamols and aspirins and things like that. And after that, when I had children, I worked as a dinner lady, cooking the school meals for the children. And then and I did work in a factory, the one you're thinking of, bagging up clothes. A big clothes warehouse where you had to put the clothes into bags to take off to the shops. And then my last job was working at the tax office in Northampton, which I enjoyed. I used to help people filling in their inland revenue tax returns forms, and I used to quite enjoy that. And then I retired from there 3 years ago. So as I said, I don't work anymore.
Okay, this is going to be the last question.
Oh, okay.
And it's, what advice would you give to me? It could be about anything.
Oh, what advice I give to Charlotte? Oh, she's got the world in front of her. So I'd say to Charlotte, just to work hard at school, which she does, get the best qualifications she can, so she can go on to get a job she really likes and a job what really makes her happy. All I hope for Charlotte, the main thing I want for Charlotte is for to have a happy life. And she's got to learn to do things that make her happy and not worry about what other people think. Do what she wants. Just have a happy life, and not to let confidence stop her doing things. If she wants to do it, to go ahead, to believe she could do anything because she can do it. And I never used to believe I could do anything. And the way you waste your life, you should try to do whatever you can do and have a happy life, which especially means getting a job you like, because you work for many years, and if you're not happy in your job, then it makes the rest of your life quite unhappy. So that's what I wish for Charlotte. Yeah?
Okay, yeah, that's good advice now.
Pardon?
That's good advice.
Yeah, it is. That's what I wish